Hello, today's poetry lesson is going to be all about narrative poetry. The word narrative means story, so a narrative poem is a poem that tells a story. While I'm reading, can you spot the storyline? Does it have a beginning, a middle, and an end? Can you spot the setting? Where does it take place? Listen out for the characters. Who are the characters in each of these stories? Can you hear any description? Can you spot the action? What happens? The first poem I'm going to read is called The Tale of Custard the Dragon, and it's written by a poet called Ogden Nash. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse, and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon, and a really truly little pet dragon. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse she called her Blink, and the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard, but the dragon was a coward, and she called him Custard. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth, and spikes on top of him, and scales underneath, mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, and really truly daggers on his toes. Melinda was as brave as a barrel of bears, and Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Belinda tickled him, she tickled him unmerciful. Ink, Blink, and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival, and they all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the really truly cowardly dragon. Belinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said "Week," which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age, when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Suddenly they heard a nasty sound, and Mustard growled, and they all looked around. "Meouch!" cried Ink, and "Ooh!" cried Belinda, for there was a pirate climbing in the window. Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was wood. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. Belinda paled, and she cried, "Help! Help!" But Mustard fled with a terrified yelp. Ink trickled down to the bottom of the household, and little Mouse Blink strategically mouseholed. But up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, clashed his tail like irons in a dungeon. With a clatter and a clank and a jangling squirm, he went at the pirate like a robin at a worm. The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon, and gulped some grog from his pocket flagon. He fired 2 bullets, but they didn't hit, and Custard gobbled him every bit. Belinda embraced him, Mustard licked him. No one mourned for his pirate victim. Ink and Blink in glee did gyrate around the dragon that ate the pirate. Belinda still lives in her little white house with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse and her little yellow dog and her little red wagon and a really truly little pet dragon. Belinda is as brave as a barrel full of bears, and Ink and Blink chase lions down the stairs. Mustard is as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard keeps crying for a nice safe cage. I wonder if you can hear the rhyme in that poem as well. Right, the next poem, it's an extract of a poem called The Pied Piper, and it's by Robert Browning. Hamlin Town's in Brunswick, by famous Hanover city. The river Weser, deep and wide, washes its wall on the southern side. A pleasanter spot you never spied. But when begins my ditty, almost 500 years ago, to see the townsfolk suffer so from vermin was a pity. Rats, they fought the dogs and killed the cats and bit the babies in the cradles and ate the cheeses out of the vats and licked the soup from the cook's own ladles, split open the kegs of salted sprats, made nests inside men's Sunday hats, and even spoiled the women's chat by drowning their speaking with shrieking and squeaking in 50 different sharps and flats. Now, if, as I said, yes, on Monday, you can try reading these poems aloud. You can try to learn and recite poetry by visiting this site, Poetry by Heart. Look back at yesterday's poems. Are any of these also narrative poems? On Purple Mash, you can draw a picture to go with one of these narrative poems or record yourself reading and save it in your work on DB. Thank you very much, everybody.